If you know the game of chess, you can lose your queen and still win the game. You can lose your old lady, right? Women handle a lot of stuff. I'm not taking anything away from them. But the queen on the chessboard moves like a woman in life. She can go here, there, do it. She can do multiple things. When it come down to that king, the king moves one space at a time, whether it's forward or backwards, left or right, or in a diagonal. You might have to veer off. It's a great metaphor for life. I just learned during the pandemic, so I'm not going to act like I'm Bobby Fischer or some goddamn body. But the game of chess, if y'all have not played it, brothers, please take the time and try to learn how to play. Start first with learning how the pieces move. Don't worry about winning. Just like life, again, don't worry about winning at first. Learn how to play the game. Once you learn how to play the game, now you can strategize. Peace, peace, peace. What's going on with y'all? Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your glass up. What is going on? Hope you've had a blessed Tuesday. Today is July 11th, 2023. The time is now 7:31 in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. This is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast, where we help men find a positive fuck it. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. I am your host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. General housekeeping. First and foremost, give yourselves a round of applause for being in here. Lost my applause button. Y'all pat yourselves on the back while I find it. There you go. I appreciate everybody being in here tonight. General housekeeping as always. Make sure when you come in, you take your shoes off. When you come in my house, hit the like button. It's free. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Take your shoes off when you come in the house. So hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If I got to earn your subscription, fine, but you might as well go ahead and hit it because I'm going to continue to work and I'm going to already earn that subscription. So go ahead and hit it ahead of time for me. So hit like and subscribe. While you edit, make sure you go ahead and hit the share button. Shoot this over to Facebook, whatever other platforms you may be using at the time. Go ahead and shoot it over there and share it for me. I'm still on this push to 4,000 watch hours so I can get fully monetized. I'm close to 3,000 so I can get the baby monetization, but I can't get there like I couldn't get here without y'all. So again, thank you all for being in the building. So after like, subscribe, share, make sure y'all interact in the chat. I like to interact with my chat. Those that have been here before, y'all know I like to go back and forth, bring y'all up if I can sometimes. And I want you to discuss. A big thing I'm about on this channel over here is not just about YouTube. Take these conversations when you put your phone down, when you close your devices and all that shit, and you having regular conversation with your homeboys, have the discussion. So like, share, subscribe, comment, and discuss, because the discussion is going to happen in your real life. We're not going to see it on YouTube. I want you to take this information, go out there and have these conversations with your family and with your friends. Because guess what? If you're already in this type of mindset, because over here in the house of Kofa, inside of the G.R.O.W.T.H family tree, we work on this side, the men and the women. Clarify for those that I've been getting new subscribers. This is a men-centric channel. So yes, I cuss. Yes, I smoke my cigars. Yes, I talk about relationships. I say it all the time. I talk about women, but I'm talking with men. That being said, the ladies are welcome. Y'all can come in, participate, but understand, sis, you in a men's space. So shout out to everybody watching again. Got one comment in here. Brother Malika in this thing. I appreciate you being in here, brother.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
So while I have the toothpick, y'all may not get a rant out of me because I want to have fun with this one. Just kind of break it down. You saw the thumbnail. Black men in general, as I said before, even if you're not a black man, you're still welcome over here as a man. But understand, I'm a black man, and that's the perspective I'm gonna be coming from. So, men in general, black men in particular, we got to start moving in life like the game of chess. The video I had was in the beginning was just a snippet from one of my videos. I did some months ago when I really didn't know what the fuck I was doing going live. I still don't, so I definitely appreciate y'all rocking with me. But that was from some months ago. I forgot what the actual topic was that night, but I was likening chess to life and how you can lose the queen and still win the game. RIP to Kevin Samuels, because I got that from him. He said it. He wasn't even talking about chess. He just kind of slipped it in there and then kept on talking to whatever crazy chick he was talking to that particular night. But it never left my mind. So when people are saying negative stuff about Kevin Samuels, oh, he got y'all men thinking y'all better than this and this and that, you know what? You fucking right. Because that never left my mind. As a man, the game of life, you can lose your queen. You can still win. I've seen too many men get broken down, not just because of a woman, because over here we also take accountability, because of his love for that woman. That's what broke him down. So we're not just going to hone in on the relationship piece. Definitely going to be a part of it in the chess comparison. We are going to get that lesson, but we're also going to get a lesson on business and different things like that. I'm not going to get bogged in. So if this is your first time hearing about chess, actively taking the time to hear something about chess, like I was a novice, still am, but somebody showed me during the pandemic. I was always interested. I just couldn't figure out how the pieces move. I had the wrong teachers. My homeboy sat me down and he just took it step by step, showed me how the pieces move. And I was talking shit to him the other day because now he can't beat me. If he sees this, he know who he is. He gonna be talking shit and he gonna be ready to break out the board. I'm gonna put my foot in that ass. Because guess what? I don't mind losing. Just like I just said in the video, guess what? I'll take the L. Matter of fact, I see we got more people in here, so I'm gonna run that 1 minute video back. That's gonna be the catalyst. And then we go ahead and pivot into the next video. But I see Eric in here. I see Mo on the go in here. What's going on, sis? No Smoke TV. Salute, family. Salute again to the G.R.O.W.T.H family. So I'm gonna run this video back of my short, just kind of doing a quick breakdown of chess. And you're gonna hear this theme a lot. And I wanted to push this for men. I talked about it, I think back in May, that I needed to do a chess live. So here we are a couple of months later. But I want to push that and emphasize, brother, you can lose your queen, you can still win. You got to stay focused. But let's go. If you know the game of chess, you can lose your queen and still win the game. You can lose your old lady, right? Women handle a lot of stuff. I'm not taking anything away from them. But the queen on the chessboard moves like a woman in life. She can go here, there, do it. She can do multiple things. When it comes down to that king, the king moves one space at a time, whether it's forward or backwards, left or right, or in a diagonal. You might have to veer off. It's a great metaphor for life. I just learned during the pandemic, so I'm not going to act like I'm Bobby Fischer or some goddamn body. But the game of chess, if y'all have not played it, brothers, please take the time and try to learn how to play. Start first with learning how the pieces move. Don't worry about winning. Just like life, again, don't worry about winning at first. Learn how to play the game. Once you learn how to play the game, now you can strategize. Yeah, y'all. So I hope y'all heard that. The king, for those that don't know how the pieces move, this is not going to be a chess lesson. I'm going to mention certain things, but we're not doing a deep dive into chess itself, the actual game. I just want to give some of the metaphors. But yes, in the game of chess, y'all see the squares. The king can only move one space at a time. And that's usually how men move. We're taking our time. This is why we had these conversations with the lovely ladies all the time about what took y'all so long. Why are black men behind? Make sure my audio right. Why are black men behind? Oh, what you did isn't good enough. You could have been did that. Y'all know what we go through, what we hear all the time. So that's something I wanted to place emphasis on, is that the king moves one space at a time. The queen can go across the board, up and down. She can do all that shit. But guess what? Just like in real life, when women out there doing whatever the fuck they want to do, they usually put themselves in dangerous situations. We'll get into why that shit isn't important for the king in a little bit. But let's go ahead and get into this video. Drew Titan in here. I appreciate you being in here, big bro.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Let me see who else we got in here. Derek done snuck in, man. Derek, you and Drew and y'all boys have put on some classic material the last couple of days, man. That conversation with Shauna, and I think we all inside the Growth family. We all from the same YouTube family tree. If y'all haven't seen Drew's interview with this lady named Shauna, please go to the Painful Excellence podcast. Go get your pep talk and listen to that brother grill this sister on her comments about Jonathan Majors and black men in general. I promise you it is one for the record books. Theo Coop, again, salute to him. He had to go and review the damn video, and there's going to be part 2 tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Salute, Quiet Storm. Appreciate you being in here. Appreciate you. First, before we get into the video, though, I know we said we're going to get into the video. It's a couple minutes long. I'm going to let it run, pause it in between, just try to put emphasis on some of the points. But I have a kind of have an announcement. Hold on, let me give myself something. We're going to go with the applause. We're going to go with the air horn. And I'm probably going to end up giving myself all 3. I'm pretty proud of myself, y'all. And I thank y'all again for rocking with me because I started taking this YouTube stuff serious. So here we go. This is my articles of organization for the state of Georgia. I'm going to read it because I know y'all busy. Some of y'all hands, y'all just, ninja watching, listening. I, Brad Raffensperger, the Secretary of State of the Corporation Commissioner of the state of Georgia, hereby certify under the seal of my office that Growth Talk Entertainment, LLC, has been duly organized under the laws of the state of Georgia on 6/30/2023, June 30th, 2023, by the filing of articles of the organization in the Office of Secretary of State and by paying the fees, got to pay the cost to be the boss, paying the fees as provided by Title 14 of the official Georgia Code of Georgia annotated.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man. Hotter than fish grease.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
And I got to find my other one. It got lost in the sauce. It was one of my first sound bites.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
Man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all gave me the confidence. Like, damn, I can really do this. Again, shout out to Broker Traditions, because me and him had talked about like actually starting LLCs or businesses based around the YouTube and the podcast and things like that. So last week, about a week and a half ago, I applied. Matter of fact, it was right before 4th of July. So it was like that Thursday or Friday. I knew nothing was going to happen until the next week, of course, because of the holiday and people being off. Oh, hold on. Let me bring it back on me. I knew nothing was going to happen until the holiday was over and people taking extra time off. So I think it was like Friday or Saturday last week. No, later on in the week, that I got that in the email. So it is official. Growth Talk Entertainment, LLC is a thing. For those that don't know, I like to write. I have yet to put out a book. I have pages and pages of just blurred thoughts, and I've written down, so I got to organize it, actually put the book out. So I'm putting one out about, just being a black man. So the title of the book is going to be, I got to put it out in public so nobody steals that shit. Scar Tissue, I Used to Be a Good Black Man. So that's the title of the book. So when y'all see it or somebody mention it, you know it's your boy. I'm also working on another book. It's a sci-fi book. I've been working on that in like 2 years. I really started during the pandemic. Caught fire. I wrote like 4 or 5 quick chapters, and then it just kind of fizzled out. Then I started being here with you lovely people, and I appreciate y'all again. I'm going to keep telling you that. I love y'all, and ain't shit you can do about it. So I'm going to keep telling you that shit. So I'm working on those 2 books, 2 totally different genres. But I like to write. I really want to take Growth Talk somewhere else other than just YouTube. I do want to pitch movies one day, all that stuff. But let me get over here to the comments. Then we're going to get to the video. Drew says, yes, sir.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Appreciate it. Derek says, Kofa, the way I play chess, I play very defensive game. Like my life, I protect myself first. I don't take high-risk moves.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Quiet Storm says, oh God, I watched the Drew versus Shauna debate live. It made my blood pressure spike.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Man, you gotta don't let Shauna do that to you, man. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. I know that was Drew's night to go ahead and roast her, but even I had to step away a couple times, Drew. I let it run. You got your watch hours, bro. I made sure you got your watch hours, but I had to step away because that sign language was strong within that one. Lord have mercy. Let's keep going. Eric says, Shauna is way too far gone. Sisterhood delusional is stronger than what I just say. It is strong within this one. On some Star Wars shit. Mo says, yep, doing the work, sis, doing the work. Trying to do good work, trying to do solid work. Quiet Storm says, congratulations. Eric says, congratulations. Appreciate that. Malika says, congratulations. Thank you, brother. I think you found me from Dr. T.H. I'm just trying to follow in his footsteps. As a matter of fact, I got to go over there and see where I can be of service to the Onyx Report. So I did want to do my part, though, on my end, take care of the house. And I got to slide over there and holler at Dr. T.H. Derek says, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. Like I said, maybe like water with all of your, maybe like water with all of your present and future success.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I just watched Enter the Dragon earlier today, Malika. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, Eric, you hopped up there as well. We are not going to talk about Shauna tonight, goddammit. We pivoted. Let's get into this video. I did want to share that good news with y'all. Again, thank you. I wouldn't have had the confidence to actually start something more than just a YouTube channel, talking into the phone, talking into the camera at a time when nobody knew who the fuck I was. I was just a new YouTuber. So I can actually say that I'm a YouTuber now. Thank y'all again for the 1,000 subscribers. Y'all do me a favor. Try to get 2 people each to subscribe as well, because now my new goal is 5,000 subscribers, and of course by then I'll have the watch hours. So 5,000 subscribers is the new goal. So that's what I'm going to be pushing over the next few months. But let's go ahead and get into this. I found this this channel on YouTube about chess and 15 things you can learn about life from chess. So we're just going to take a slow crawl, and then we're going to get into a little bit of Andrew Tate and something else that I consider as a treat for me. I'll go ahead and tell y'all, but I love the movie Fresh, and I love the chess scene, so we're gonna break that down as well. So those that know about the movie Fresh, if you might be aging yourself like me, but if you know, you know. But let's get into this first video, y'all. Appreciate y'all being in here again. Hit the like button.
A board with 64 squares, 32 pieces on it, and a...
Let me know if y'all can hear that. Let me turn down this music real quick.
A board with 64 squares, 32 pieces on it, and a set of rules about how each piece can move. Can there really be that much to it? We definitely think so, and we're about to explain why. It's often used as a metaphor for planning your next move in business, war, or life. And like any of those things, if you want to come out on top, you have to think rationally and outmaneuver your opponent. It's of little wonder that famous fans of the game include great military strategists like Napoleon and Winston Churchill, and business leaders like Bill Gates and Peter Thiel. So let's see what exactly we can learn from chess. Welcome to alux.com. The place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out.
I forgot I had all that.
Number 1, it teaches you to have a strategy. Learning the rules of chess is simple, but that alone won't help you win matches. For that, you need strategy, and life is pretty much the same. In life, you can just take it day by day, get a job, earn money, spend it on whatever everybody else is spending it on, and repeat. You'll get by just about. Much better. Put together a financial plan, have ambitions, things you want to achieve professionally and personally, a bucket list of places to travel to and experiences to enjoy. Now we're talking. That's a plan, a strategy, and you'll get a lot more out of life with one. Number 2.
Pause it real quick. That strategy. Remember a couple of days ago I was telling y'all about backwards planning in the military. You know what your end goal is. So like she was just saying with the traveling or your bucket list stuff, you know what you want to get to. Then you got to start working backwards a little bit to see what steps is actually going to take to get there. Because when you're here and you're looking way over here, you think you can just see the goal. You can't see all the steps. Start thinking kind of backwards. I know it sounds counterintuitive. Start some backwards planning where it's like, okay, if this is the end goal, what came right before that? What came right before that? What came right before that? Before you know, you got a map back to yourself, because that's what it still comes down to start going. So pay attention to your own strategy or whatever you got lined up. Let's keep going. Number 2, it teaches you to have a plan B and a plan C. I got punched in the mouth last night by a brother that's twice as good as me at chess. I think I'm close to like a 900 for those that know your scores and you know how good you are. He's like literally twice as good as me. And I had him. I had a plan B. I did not have a plan C. And I lost the game twice. 3 times. I think we played 3 times back to back. Every time I left out a plan C because I was so focused because I knew I had him. And then I threw my strategy out the window. So again, I am not Bobby Fischer. No damn body like that. Let's keep going.
Teaches you to have a plan B and a plan C. In chess, you can have a brilliant strategy to beat your opponent, but if they make moves you don't want them to, it can all come crashing down to nothing. That's why you need backup plans, B and even C, for when A doesn't work out. In life, too, we all know things don't go according to plan. People who are successful have a number of alternatives they can count on. And speaking of strategies for life, here at ALUX, we've got lots of videos on setting goals and financial planning and understanding the business landscape to be aware of all the opportunities out there. So if you're not subscribed, hit that bell now for more quality content every day. Number 3, you have to see the big picture. In chess, it's called seeing the whole board. In life, seeing the big picture. When you're inexperienced, you can be fixated on that one set of moves you're making to win the game. But you're so focused on them that you've missed something that's staring you right in the face, but you only see it once your opponent moves in and turns the tables on you. Rookie chess players often make that mistake. To get good, you need to start to see the whole board. The same in life. There are times when you can't see the wood from the trees, like when you're so fixated on doing your same job day in, day out, that opportunities pass you by without notice, or you're so zoned in on your business plan that you didn't see its fatal flaws. Like a good chess player, avoid these mistakes and blind spots, and learn how to see the whole picture. Number 4, it teaches you to think well ahead. In life, the most successful people are 2 steps ahead, or well ahead of the game. They're organized, anticipate problems, and have an idea of how to deal with them well before they occur. Poor players just think about their next move. Great players like Garry Kasparov are known for their ability to think many moves ahead, and playing chess can give you that mindset of forward thinking and help you to apply it to all aspects of life. Number 5.
Pause it real quick. That last one, that number 4, seeing ahead, I think master chess players can see, I think they said like, what is it? Is it 10 to 15 moves ahead or something like that? That is just amazing. And we're going to get into an Andrew Tate video because he's a dope chess player. But he was saying, he's going to say that basically you got to be a little bit crazy to play chess. Because like to be able to do that, just hyper focus on that one thing and see it like that, something, he said you got to be on the spectrum somewhere. I'm trying to be on the spectrum some damn where. I'm trying to see that many moves ahead at some point. Don't worry, Eric, I'm not that great at chess either, but I love playing. I don't care how many times I lose. I learned something. I keep saying it. The stuff I say here on YouTube, I actually apply in my real life, and chess is one of those things that I apply to. Even when I lose, I learn and I come back and I'm a better opponent for somebody else, and eventually start putting pressure on other people. I got a homeboy, he's beaten me like 30 something times. That was a guy that I was actively playing during the pandemic. Not the guy that taught me. I was actively playing on the chess app. We'll talk about that as well before we get off of here, because I really would like you guys to get into chess and cigars, because it has opened up a new world for me. So that would also be my gift to you. But let's keep on cooking.
It teaches you to get creative. When you're playing a beginner at chess, it probably won't be hard to find ways to attack. But if they're good and don't make any mistakes, there won't be obvious ways of doing that. That's why you need to get creative in your game plan. Of the many benefits chess has, one of the lesser expected ones is it can actually make you more creative. In fact, it's been shown to improve your thinking in both hemispheres of the brain and help you with logical and creative thinking at the same time. In chess, getting creative means finding chances where obvious ones don't exist, thinking outside of the box to get to where you need to be, and we think that's another great reason to play chess. Number 6, it teaches you to think like your opponent. Good chess players will watch what their opponents are doing, how they react to attacks, and how their moves fit into a bigger plan, and they get inside their opponent's head. In the history of strategy, a lot of thinkers have advocated the same approach, from Sun Tzu to Don Corleone. Think like your enemy. As Sun Tzu put it, to know your enemy, you must become your enemy. For those of us who aren't soldiers or mafia bosses, we don't necessarily have out-and-out enemies. But when we're negotiating, asking for a pay raise, or trying to outsmart a business competitor, it's a huge advantage if we can get inside the head of our sparring partner. Know what their goals are, what makes them tick, and what their weak points are. Doing all of that will help you take advantage on the chessboard and negotiating table alike. Number 7, it teaches you how to bluff. It's the same as in poker, in boxing, in martial arts, or in war. You make it look as if you're about to make one move and your opponent prepares to defend for it. And that's when you move in to make your real attack, a totally different one that your opponent was blind to. The art of making a bluff or a feint is something chess can teach you. Again, even when we don't think of people as real enemies, when we're negotiating, being able to do the unexpected and catch our partner off guard is something that can put us in a position of power. Number 8, it teaches you to spot patterns. We just talked about watching your opponent's moves, using them to guess what move they'll make next, or what they'll do in a given situation. When you're doing this, essentially you're spotting patterns. There are so many things in life this can help us with, like doing the detective work and finding the source of that problem that's been bugging us, spotting the signs that a business plan is about to run into trouble, realizing when something is about to become the next big thing or a stock that's about to go up or down. Number 9, it teaches you to be decisive and take action. In chess, you do need to carefully analyze your position before making your move, but you don't want to spend forever thinking about it. You've got to be decisive, make that move, formulate that strategy, and commit to it. This is especially true in tournaments, when players have a time limit for their first 20 moves. If they're too slow with their earlier moves, they'll have to rush with their later ones. And if the clock gets down to 0, well, they've lost the game. As well as teaching you to make calculated moves, chess teaches you to be decisive in making them. Number 10.
Pause it right there. Get to 2 things. I'm getting to Derek Gaines, your question. When you said, I read a chess master said you must play 3 moves ahead. If I do that in life, would that make me if you do this, then I'll do that type of person? To a degree, that's where your strategy comes in. That's when to beat your enemy, to know your enemy, you got to become your enemy. You got to think like somebody else. So if they're moving, I'll use the dad aspect. I don't know you and your daughter's mom's relationship, but let's just say it's not that good. You know, you're trying to go into court, or she's trying to go into court. What things can you get ahead of that you think she might attack you in court to keep you from seeing your daughter? So for me, I didn't necessarily think that my daughter's mom was going to, quote unquote, attack me, but I did know that you got to go through hell and high water to get custody of a child as a single man versus the mom, right? So I had to go in there with my financial statements showing that the amount of money I made that I can feed myself and my child. I had to go in there with the paperwork already printed off showing that she was already on my health insurance. So I had to attack it from a financial point. I had to attack it from a health point of being able to actually care for the child. I forgot, it was something else that I went in there. My child support documents, and I think my daughter's like birth certificate, and some other little things like over the years that I had done, just showing that I was already taking care of her. She just doesn't live with me, because I wanted it on paper, because I didn't want her mom to change her mind later on. Now I got to take her back, and then we still end up in court anyway. So that's just my mindset. People have always told me I was fucking crazy, Derek. They're probably telling you the same thing. And this is what I keep saying. There's no such thing as woman's intuition or man's intuition. There's just intuition. Even as a grown-ass man, especially in the black community, you get to be intuitive. And nothing tells future behavior like past behavior. If you know somebody has been on this type of bullshit in this scenario before, when one that arises that's similar, why in the fuck would they move different if nobody has held them accountable or made them move different? This is why we got so many of the lovely ladies of these goddamn hyenas out here. I'm not going to hit the button. Let the video keep running. I'm not going to rant. I said I'm not going to rant tonight. That's why we have so many of these hyenas out here not being held accountable, doing whatever the hell they want to do, because guess what? It just became what it was for them. So nobody thought ahead. Nobody saw that shit coming with that crazy ass daughter that they raised that now we got to date and we're procreating with and things like that. So it doesn't necessarily make you a tit for tat person, because I know I can be, and I tell people all the time I wouldn't tit if you didn't tat in the first damn place. But start thinking ahead, seeing who you're dealing with. This is the thing about these quote unquote red flags. If they do that, how's it going to impact your situation? If it's not going to be positive for you, why even be there? That one move, you can get them off the damn chessboard. Malika asked me to drop the link. Hold on, bro. Let me do that now. I think I just copied it. There you go. Y'all let me know if y'all see it on y'all end. Mike in the building, brother. Salute. I just brought you up today, dog. My neighbor was watching his dog this morning while I was out there smoking a cigar. We got to chopping up. He works in the music industry, and he was so excited. Like, he'd been working in the music industry like forever. That's literally his job. Like, from Death Row to a lot of artists I could just ramble off and name. But he was so excited. He was like, I asked him how his summer was going, because he's a single dad too, Mike. So he didn't have his daughter. His daughter's with the grandma. I'm like, man, how your summer going? You chilling? Man, bro was so excited. Man, these guitar lessons, man. I'm learning so many damn tricks. This, that, and the third. He was like, I kind of taught myself to play, but, the basics and stuff. But now I'm learning the different slides and the tricks and that. I was like, what's crazy? I just talked to a brother who's a self-taught professional guitarist. And I was telling him how proud I was of you, even though that was our first conversation. And I could see the joy in your face when you were telling your story about how you just sat your ass down and really grinded it out for 2 years, teaching yourself how to play the guitar. So salute to you, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
No problem, Malika. Eric says, playing dominoes is my chess.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Eric, let me find out you're an old ass man, bro. Let's keep running the video, man. We about halfway done.
It teaches you to make the right move from the start. In some games, like soccer, the first few minutes don't have much bearing on the final result. But in chess, everything counts from move one. That first move has consequences that shape how the board is going to look and how the rest of the game will go. That's why chess teaches you to get things right from the very start, and it's got all kinds of similarities to life. Research shows that when you meet somebody for the first time, their impression of you is going to be influenced by the first 7 seconds. When you're setting up a company, you'll probably be struggling for cash in the early days, which is why you need to make all the right moves from the get-go. Just like a good chess player, understand the first move counts in life too. Number 11. It teaches you to not let your emotions guide your actions.
If y'all don't pay attention to this damn part, don't pay attention to anything else. Pay attention to number 11.
In chess, there's that moment when you're so excited you're about to win or take an important piece off your opponent that you fail to notice there's a trap set for you. That excitement has gotten in the way of your judgment. Good chess players know how to not let their emotions get the better of them. The legendary film director Stanley Kubrick was a big fan of chess and talked about how it helped him to become the great director he was. One lesson he singles out was how it taught him to not be impulsive, how to be disciplined with movie-making decisions. As he put it, if chess has any relationship to filmmaking, it would be in the way it helps you develop patience and discipline in choosing between alternatives at a time when an impulsive decision seems very attractive. Number 12. It teaches you to make sacrifices. First-time chess players tend to see losing a piece as a bad thing. They might be okay losing a pawn, but losing a bishop or a knight, let alone a queen, is a big no-no.
You stupid as fuck, Joseph. I had to pause the goddamn video for that. Let's get back to it, man. Hit that like button, y'all.
Experienced players have a much more nuanced attitude. They know you have to lose battles to win the war. If you've been watching the Queen's Gambit but aren't exactly sure what the word gambit means, it's a move in which you sacrifice a piece to gain an advantage. In life, people who don't have a strategic mindset often complain about losing a weekend or an evening to work or study, or that something's going to cost them too much, and don't realize it'll bring them long-term gains. But successful people will invest and make sacrifices because they know it fits into a bigger plan and it's worth the sacrifice. Number 13. It teaches you to take action and attack. A novice chess player might put all their effort into defending, but to get ahead, you need to attack too. Nobody's going to win a game of chess just keeping your players safe while doing nothing to trap your opponent's king. Just like in life, you often need to be a go-getter, even a little more aggressive in getting what you want. Go for that job interview you're not quite qualified for. Ask that person out on a date who you feel might be out of your league. Approach that investor about your business idea. Get out of your comfort zone. Act like an attacking chess player, not a defending one. Number 14. It teaches you to know the system. Coming back to the Queen's Gambit, because we know...
Pause it real quick. I want to revisit number 11 about the emotional piece. Y'all see how this thing is kind of walking itself down in time. I dropped it in the chat. I really don't know how to pin it from my software, so... Malika, if you can copy it and re-drop it in the chat for me, bro. But the emotional point, I want to focus on how the lady in the voiceover was mentioning excitement, because excitement is an emotion too. We always hear, men shouldn't be emotional, and the first thing we go to is, crying or, feeling sad or anything like that. Excitement is emotional too. You got to learn to stay away from those guys, and you got to learn to adjust that shit yourself if you're that type of dude. Let me bring it down so everybody understand it. Act like you done had some pussy before. I'm going to say that again. Act like you done had some ass before, man. Like you done got some pussy. Because you notice a lot of guys, once again, dealing with women, will get themselves wrapped up because of excitement. You can make poor ass decisions when you're feeling your best. My dad used to tell me about women, 15 minutes of pleasure gonna cost you a lifetime of pain. AKA, protect your seed. Don't be out here knocking up women left and right. You have one, you take care of it, but that's not your goal. 15 minutes of pleasure will give you a lifetime of pain. So, brothers, I want this why I was harping on number 11. That's why I paused it. I want you to focus on that emotional point, because you can get wrapped up in chess. You get in your feelings about it, man. Like when you actually learn to play, You can get in your feelings about that shit. Stay out your feels. This teaches stoicism. It's another video I'm going to do on that because I really want to help brothers become even keeled and be better for themselves, then trickle out to the community if that's what you want to do. But first, we got to start with this up here. I'm helping men find a positive fuck it for a reason because guess what? I'm still finding my positive fuck it. I'm never going to ask y'all to tell y'all to do something or suggest something or put something in front of you that I either don't enjoy or I'm not in active pursuit of my damn self. Let's keep on cooking. But number 11 was a big one. Y'all make sure y'all replay that link. Let's keep going.
A lot of you have been watching it. You'll know that the show's main character, Beth, didn't have any opportunities to play chess when she was small. Instead, she masters the game by visualizing the chessboard on the ceiling of her room at night, envisioning every conceivable configuration with imaginary pieces above her head. That's how she becomes an expert player, by analyzing everything that could happen. She studies the system until she knows it inside and out. Whatever you're doing in life, it involves a system of rules, possibilities for action, and likely outcomes. If you're setting up a business, there's going to be the legal system for how the company operates, the system of economics based on supply and demand, the system of marketing or how you're going to make people hear about you. And if you deal with people a lot, you'll be working with the system of human psychology too. Like Beth, whatever systems you're working within, know them in minute detail, like a pro chess player. Do that and you're hugely improving your chances of success. Number 15, it teaches you to never get too comfortable. In chess, it's all too common for a player to have the advantage and then get all comfortable and lose that advantage and then the game. Remember, the game is in constant motion with the configuration of pieces shifting all the time. Experienced players know this and know that if they're not on the lookout, they can easily get behind. In life, too, everything is in perpetual motion. The economic environment, trends, our financial situation, our relationships, the planet. Things can be going great for us, but get complacent and we soon might not be on top anymore. Like a good chess player, be aware of what's going on, be vigilant, and keep your advantage. So, Aluxers, what do you think is the best lesson you can learn from chess? Share with us in the comments. And of course, you stuck with us until the end.
Salute to them, man. Bring it back on me. So what y'all think of the video, man? I'm about to get y'all comments, but let me know. Keep on commenting because I'm getting over there to them. Yeah, but keep on commenting because I'm going to get back over there to them. I do want to know what you guys thought of the video. And would you like me to do more type of life skill videos and things like that? Those, those checklist videos. If you want to see that some more, just let me know. We can start breaking it down. We're going to keep it rolling, but let me, just a couple of comments I wanted to highlight. Eric again says, playing dominoes is my chess. Guess what? I can't play dominoes. I think I can figure it out if somebody actually taught me, but I really wanted to learn chess first. I used to love playing checkers as a kid. Me and my cousin, like when it was too hot to go outside and play, like that's all we would do. Then as it started to get cooler, sometimes I like going out there, sitting out there with my granddaddy and playing. It's like I said, man, my auntie said some real shit. Nothing changes with boys but the price of the toys. And I really want brothers to take inventory. Like I always say, look at who you always been, bro. I used to play checkers all the time during the summer and chew gum and eat candy I got a sweet tooth. Then it carried on to me playing chess and smoking cigars on the porch, in the garage. You have always been who you are. You can be a better version, a more adult version, more complete version, but you always been who you are. And I had posted it, I think I had posted it a couple of weeks ago. My granddad used to sit on the porch and drink his whiskey, his Pepsi, and just relax and talk. Sometimes he didn't talk. He used to just be out there, just watching the cars go by, throwing his hand up. And it hit me one day. I sit in the garage. Instead of the whiskey, I got cigars and a Dr. Pepper. Go figure. Got it natural. Wanted to highlight this one. So again, just take inventory of where you at. That was just a little bonus piece. Son Moses said some real shit. Son Moses says, played chess with my ex-wife. Taught me a lot about how she moved in life / our marriage. help calibrate my aggression.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
You get one more.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
I'm gonna bring that up. The way she was moving, and it's so, people have personalities on the chessboard, y'all. I promise you they do. I think Derek was saying that earlier. He's a more defensive player. So that lets me know, and Derek, you correct me if I'm wrong, we can, have that discussion, but that lets me know you're pretty early in your chess journey, because that's exactly where I was and slightly where I'm still at. But in the video, they were saying that happens a lot of times with new chess players, not wanting to lose pieces. It still stings. It still hurts. We're going to get into that in a second. It still doesn't feel good and I think the way we've been taught, especially here in America, as far as sports go, we're keeping score in our head. We're thinking points, and there is a point system in chess as well, but we're thinking points. So everything that you lose, it just stings. It stings. It's certain pieces on the chessboard that you need to go for. It's certain ones that you can lose, and you think it's a big loss, but if it's in the right strategic place, that can be a game changer. Trust me, I played a couple of games where I was actually focused. I have lost my queen early, and I still won the game. I still won. So for son Moses to see his wife's personality, her true personality, not the lovey-dovey, ooh, I love you, son Moses, not that chick. When he saw her real personality on that chessboard and started paying attention to certain things, that's why the brother said, I played chess with my ex-wife. I guarantee you came to a realization about some shit, didn't you, son? Keep on going. Let's see. Michael says, bro, I still can't beat my dad in chess.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Look, Mike, when you started going to college and you could beat him in football and basketball in the garage and shit, that man had to hold on to something, bro. But keep on learning, keep on trying. Kel says, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you being in here.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Says Tate's dad was a chess grand champion and worked for the FBI. I did not know he worked for the FBI. That's kind of dope, I guess, unless he was, I don't know, who was he giving up somebody? Brother had a job. But yeah, I did know he was a grand champion. Joseph dumbass said, I don't know how to play chess, but I am a beast at Connect 4.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Man, you a fool. Joseph, you got to learn, bro. I promise you, it is not as hard as people make it seem, and it's nowhere near as boring as people make it seem. The chess, they can go on for a long time, but when people are staring like that, they are literally counting the move. Now, those grandmasters, they can kind of look at the board, and because they played so many times, people have made similar moves, the same move, so they can kind of see it a little bit quicker. But when you got people focused like that, when they know across the table is that opponent, it's a real one, he got to lock in and focus. That's what seems like taking a long time. But first, like I said, learn how the pieces move. Learn how the pieces move. Eric Jordan says, I'm 34. I learned how to play dominoes from my old man. Man, you got an old man spirit, boy. All that slapping dominoes. I ain't mad at you, Eric. Let me see. Eric Jordan said, I tried to play myself in chess, but I stopped. I was cheating.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Y'all some fools, man. Eric Jordan, I tried to play myself in chess, but I stopped. I was cheating. Something wrong with y'all, man. Malika says, facts and truth. It's such an amazing game. It really is. There's a great, if y'all got Netflix or you stealing somebody's account on Netflix, go look at Explained. Look at the show Explained, how they break down different things throughout history. They have one on chess. It's a great little mini documentary. I want to say it's like maybe 20, 40 minutes, something like that. It's not nothing extensive, but it'll give you an idea how the chess, how chess became where it is now. Because there used to be different rules hundreds and hundreds of years ago when they started playing, and people in China was playing different than people in India and people in Africa, and like everybody over there in the old world, they were playing different. They had different rules and stuff like that. So I don't know how it came about, but basically they streamlined. Well, I forgot how it came about. They tell you in the documentary, but they streamlined it to where everybody had the same rules. So when these lords and kings and stuff would go visit, and they could, engage in a game of chess, I guess probably feel each other out, son Moses, see what type of personality that person had on the chessboard. Everybody had to play by the same rule. So it's across the board, no matter where you go globally, there's different styles, but the rules are the same. That's what makes the game beautiful. Let me see. Mike says, facts, my dad told me while watching boxing that the whole idea is to be 3 steps ahead. Correct. And that's just the basics. Like I said, grandmasters, they can see 10, 15 moves ahead, I believe. So that's like, again, like Andrew said, you got to be on the spectrum. Eric says it does take time to get better, but practice what makes you do it perfect. Yep. Malika says be anxious and desperate for no one and nothing.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
That was big on number 11, I believe. It might have been 13 or 14, because I know she kind of like tacked on little small nuances when she was going through the steps. I know sometimes it may have sounded like, oh, she's talking about the same thing. Think ahead and use strategy. Those things are real close. They're real close. They're not the same. Again, that's why chess is so dope, because you piece things together. So that's what it is. See, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Derek.
Hotter than fish grease!
Y'all look at this comment. Might have to bring it back up. Derek says, he's talking to Eric, but we can all see it, but let me drop it and bring it back up so I got time. Look at what he says. I've lost so much in life. The way I play chess, I protect my strongest pieces. Like my life, it upsets me when I lose a part of me.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
That comment is why I do this shit. Not just tonight, bro. In general. That comment is why I do this shit. Because now I know you're thinking. I'm not saying I'm the catalyst. I'm not saying I'm the reason you came to that conclusion, because you probably came to it yourself when you were learning how you play. Because it's not just learning the game, it's learning how you play the game. When you had that realization, when that light bulb went off in your head, when I'm talking about this stuff and you brothers share your stories like this is why I do that shit. I promise you I'm about to get fucking emotional. Kofa's not no bitch. I'll fight any of you motherfuckers. That fucking comment is why I do this shit. Because this brother realized something in his life, and it's different than just the goddamn chessboard, man. We talking about life right here. I've lost so much in my life. The way I play chess, I protect my strongest pieces. Like my life, it upsets me when I lose a part of me. That lets me know you've given the clothes off your back to people there. Or you've been there when some crazy shit went down and couldn't do shit about it. I'm going to say this to you alone. It's for everybody in the chat, but I'm talking to Derek right now, just based off that fucking comment. Let that survivor's remorse go, bro. Let that shit go. Don't hold on to it. Let that shit go. You did all you could, probably when you couldn't do nothing at all. Thing about Kofa, I know how to read between the lines. This is again why I do this shit. Thank you, bro. That comment again is why I do this shit. All right, let's get back on track. Malika says, awesome video. Malika says, please do more life skills videos. Definitely will. Derek says, yes, please do. Sean's auntie in the building.
You go, girl.
You done snuck in here. Were you in here in the beginning, auntie? I didn't know. I didn't see you. Happy Tuesday. Chess is a game of intense thought. Watch my ex beat the shit out of people. Definitely a thinking game, nephew. Yes, ma'am, it is. Yes, it is. Eric says I think Derek's comment. Eric says, I respect it, Derek. It will eventually become second nature once you get real good at it, like how you was talking to Shauna about apples.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
We're not doing that shit, Eric. We're not doing that shit. Derek says I have to protect myself first. I already had a plan B if I took that trip to New York.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
We are not having plan B Shauna show. We're not doing it, fellas. Let's keep going. Mo says, yeah, it looks so boring. I can't sit still like that. I promise you can, sis. If you can sit around with your girls and drink tea and wine and gossip, y'all will have a ball playing chess if you actually learn to play. And because y'all mind works so many different ways, just as women in general, no shots taken, Mo, no shots taken. But because the way y'all mind work, a lot of times y'all are better players than the men. Because there's an aggression to it of being able to attack. But the way y'all mind work, and again, if you're willing to lose the queen, you willing to lose your homegirl, you'd probably be dope at chess, Mo. Big Smooth in the building. Been a minute, brother.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Appreciate you being in here. Derek says, I do try to take risks, but it's a small risk. Chess is an outlet for me at times. Yeah, go ahead and fuck up on the chessboard, because if you can go ahead and get in control of your emotions on the chessboard, I promise you the way you're going to start seeing life is going to be slightly different. You're going to peep when that person's gaslighting you. Yeah, I said we weren't going to talk about her. You're going to peep Ashana, Derek. You're going to peep Ashana early and let that shit go and go on about your day. Because I was in there when y'all talked and I watched how you move. The way you was moving was on some chess shit. It's just funny we talking about that tonight. Derek says, that's my life, Kofa. One day I'll tell you. I'm sure, brother. That's one thing, bro. I am not a psychic. I don't fashion myself to be, but I know I've been more intuitive than most men in my life. So I've always been kind of an outlier, an outcast. This is why I talked about the Sigma thing, because we see things kind of differently than the normal day-to-day person in general, but especially males, because a lot of brothers will get tunnel vision and it's either pussy, or work, or do nothing. They'll get tunnel vision, where I'm looking big picture, like chess. So when I found this game of chess, it was certain things, some of those lessons I was already doing. Didn't know I could apply them to chess. Didn't know I could apply chess to my life. I was already a big picture type of person. But yes, definitely, Derek, I'm down for the conversation, brother. Derek says, y'all making me cry. People have no idea what has happened to me. Bro, that, again, tell your story. At some point, put that shit on paper, man. If you're not a good writer, cut on the voice recorder on your phone and just talk that shit out. Talk to yourself, man. I talk to myself all the time, and sometimes I fucking answer. Fuck y'all. Red Pool. Anyways, get that shit out some kind of way, dog. Put it on paper, put it on an audio recording. Tell your story, man. Not just Derek, all the rest of the brothers out there. Tell y'all goddamn story, bro. Logic and Reason in the building. Logic said that comment is everything. This show is so helpful, Kofa. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Thank you for that. Seriously, man. Like, people be thinking this YouTube space is fake, and it can be, and it's the Matrix and this, that, and the third. Bro, I try to have real conversations. I promise y'all, the Kofa you get on camera is the Kofa you get off camera. The only place that I typically adjust and code switch, so to speak, is at work and around my parents, because my mama don't like me cussing. Obviously, I'm still her baby. But the personality that I'm here, Kofa, like that's my name. Didn't come up with something snazzy and throw it out there, and that's my name. Anywho, let's keep going. Auntie says I'm in the store, and yes, I was here and stepped out and came back. You know, Auntie can't stay away. And who is Shauna? Lord, Auntie got
You go, girl.
oh. Oh. I'm sorry, Auntie. I don't know what your voice sound like, but I promise you, when I got to that, and who is Shauna, I can hear an older black woman. I can hear that voice. Who is that girl? Why you talk? Y'all talk to Auntie in the chat. Auntie, if you haven't subscribed to the Painful Excellence Podcast, if you scroll back up in the comments, you should see his channel. But the Painful Excellence Podcast with Drew Titan. Go back a couple of shows ago, I think from last week, and just listen, and you'll understand why so many of these men are on YouTube talking this stuff, because she was like the prototype of the modern woman. But that shit right there tickled me, because I could hear Auntie. I never spoke to her a day in my life. We interact here on YouTube, but I can hear that. And who is Shauna? Man. Yeah, something to think about. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of movies too, to look, just kind of maybe try to engage you in the chess. Big Smooth says, if you play yourself, it'll make you quicker and better with analyzing the board. I did not know that, so now I got to do that shit, bro. Derek says, Kofa, much love. I'll email you my number. Yeah, bro, just shoot it to me. Malika says, one of the best things I learned in playing chess is how to logically think, act, and handle life in serious and stressful situations.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Hey, son Moses preaching. Chess games get live as spades. For us spades players out there, making certain moves is akin to reneging. But you're doing it for yourself. And it sucks. And this is how I know I'm getting better at chess, because I'm not making as many just boneheaded mistakes. But damn, lost your comment. But when I'm making a mistake, it's usually like a split second from when I miss the move. Like I'll move a piece, and as soon as I move the piece and take my hand off it, because now I can't move it back. Once you've done that in chess, once you touch the piece and you moved it, you can't take it back. So once I move the piece, I'm like, fuck. Now I saw something else. So I got to practice on getting better at seeing the whole board, because right now I'm looking at probably 16 squares of like a space I want to attack, but I'm trying to get better. Let me keep on going. Eric says, for the longest, I was afraid to go in business for myself for so long by believing others until enough was enough, being in fear. So I went on a leap of faith, and it was the best decision I ever made.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
And I promise you, bro, if you already took that leap of faith, I'm telling you, learning to play chess, you're going to be even colder at your business. I promise you that. I try not to speak in absolutes, but that I can guarantee. Once you actually learn how to play and like learn the rules and a couple of strategies and things like that, I'm going to give y'all an app. It's the chess.com app. That's just simple. Literally chess.com. Chess.com. Go on there, sign up with your Gmail. Just start playing. They give little quizzes a day if you don't want to, subscribe to it. But they give like so many quizzes and skill sets a day that you can go on there and just do for free and learn to play. Derek says that Shauna stuff was easy for me. I stayed on point and waited. And like chess, I'll wait for you to make the wrong move. Big time.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Thank you, Auntie. Y'all make sure you subscribe to him. Big Smooth says, I don't want to know who it is. Let that question go to Auntie. Big Smooth also says it's a waste of brain cells. Malika says the thing man stays. Hold on, the man stays 10 steps ahead of the other man, while the thinking man stays 10 steps ahead of the other man, while the emotional man stays stuck on stupid.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
That was a typo. It's all good. Mike says big facts. I think I'm almost caught up. Michael, he says sometimes you feel alone and sometimes you feel trapped. I'm glad you said that. That's a great segue to the next video of what Andrew Tate is talking about and how he talks about sometimes, guess what? You're fucked, but there's still a best move. Let's get to this. Quiet Storm says life can be equated to a chessboard. You can move your family, business, dealings as a piece on the chessboard. Each move can result in a gain, loss, but what you value most stays until the end. You got to sacrifice certain things to get ahead, but that was real. Let me get to this last sentence. He said, each move can result in a gain or a loss. You're not going to win every move. You may not win the battle. You might lose that battle. You might win the next one, but the goal is to win the war. Each move can result in a gain or a loss, but what you value most will stay until the end.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Quiet Storm preaching on that one. Derek says, I'm teaching my daughter how to play chess. Yes, definitely teach her how to play chess, bro. Teach her early. Now. Real quick story, then we're going to get to the next videos. Those are a little bit quicker. But the ex that I was telling y'all about, I told y'all she had 2 boys. And they were, I think when they were here with me, they were 6 and 7. They picked it up like that. Especially the 7-year-old, because the 6-year-old, he was a little bit more impulsive and rambunctious. But that chess, even for the 6-year-old that was rambunctious, that sat his ass down. He started figuring that shit out too. But both of them picked it up like that. I just took it step by step, showing them how to horse move, or the knight, for those that don't know. Showed them how to horse move. Showed them how to castle move, or the rook. Showed them how that move. We just took time and they picked it up so quick, and the 7-year-old really took a liking to it. That's one of the things I hate. Kind of that, that breakup happened like that, because I do miss them boys. I'm not gonna sit up here in front of y'all and be like, oh man, fuck the kids all the time. No, sometimes you do get attached to the babies, but still got to choose me. But they picked it up so quick at a young age. Y'all, please do this for me. Kofa talks shit about, dating single moms and fuck the kids and all that shit, but I've told y'all I work with kids. Stop projecting onto black children, especially the boys, that they too young, they too little to be doing X, Y, and Z. If they can learn the fucking cuss words to these songs and mamas are recording them talking about WAP and shit like that, and they can twerk and dance and hunch on each other at 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, they can learn how to fucking play chess. They can learn multiplication tables at 5 years old. It's teaching and repetition. Stop undermining young black children's intelligence. I said young black children for a reason, because I want us to start teaching them shit a little bit ahead. Around that time, they 3 or 4. Another quick story. My daughter, she's getting ready to turn 20. She was reading on a 1st grade level at 3 years old. That wasn't on account of me. That goes to the credit of an older sister that was an ex-teacher. She retired, and then she started working at daycares because, it was easy. It wasn't as strenuous as teaching all those years she taught. But one thing she said, she was not playing. If they go into Head Start next year, because she had the 3-year-old, she had my daughter. If they go into Head Start next year, or they getting ready to go to kindergarten, my baby's going to leave for me reading. She did not play about this shit. So she taught them phonics when they weren't teaching phonics in the school. So my daughter knows how to break down words and things like that. It sounds crazy now that she's about to be 20. But back then, they took cursive out of school. They took a lot of stuff of the old school way that we grew up teaching. This is why a lot of these kids can't fucking read. They could call words because they gave them sight words. I know I'm pivoting. But you can teach these young black children. That's ultimately what I'm saying. You can teach these young black children these skill sets early, and they're going to pick it up. If you're playing chess, then you need to be a little bit patient when they're learning, because just because you know it with your grown ass don't mean that baby gonna pick it up like that. But they probably gonna surprise you and pick it up just like that. So you show them a little bit of patience, a little bit of understanding, they be able to pick up this game of chess. Let me Derek says I also play Sudoku. That's something I just haven't learned to play. My granddad was playing it when he used to go get his numbers, so he liked playing it, but we just never had a conversation about it. But definitely, I got to learn how to play that too. But let me get to this next video. We did the 15 things. Let's go hear some Andrew.
And you ended up, taking after your father and playing chess at a high level as well.
Fair use.
What draws you to chess? Because I grew up playing chess as well. So
so chess. I mean, obviously, my father was a chess master, right? So I had to learn the game. He sat me down. I spent a lot of time learning it, and to this day, I have massive respect for chess. So much respect for the game. It's so much harder at that world level than people can even fathom. Unless you even play the game, you can't even anticipate how good these people are at the game. They're effectively computers. I don't think you can even be good at chess at that level without having something a little bit wrong with you. You got to be on the spectrum somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Because it's crazy how good these guys are. But yeah, chess is an amazing thing. I still play chess every day. I'm not world level or anything. I'm around 1750, 1800 elo. If anyone knows chess, that's what I am. But yeah,
would that be considered better than average?
Certainly better than average.
Yeah.
The average player, let's say, is around 1,000 or something.
Okay.
But my dad was 2,400.
Okay.
Or 2,500.
Damn.
So yeah. So I'll give you an example. My dad could beat me without looking at the board.
I'm gonna pause it right there. So the numbers he's talking about, you get a number of how good your skill set is. I'll bring mine up at the end. Somebody please remind me. Kofa, show us your chess app, so I can show y'all where I'm at. After that three ass whoopings I took last night, I probably dropped down in points because it was at one point I started out pretty good, but I was only playing 2 people, and I was at like 1,100. So I dropped all the way down to like 800 because I stopped playing for a while. It's a tangible skill that you can lose as well, brothers. So once you learn how to play, stay consistent. Chess.com is the best app that I've been on. But again, I haven't branched out to others, but I'm going to let Tate keep on cooking. But listen to what he's about to say about his dad not even being in the room playing him at chess. Rewind it just a little bit.
So I'll give you an example. My dad could beat me without looking at the board. So my dad would be in the kitchen, fucking around the kitchen, cooking dinner. I'd be in front of a chessboard in the living room, and I'd say E4. He'd say C6. Knight F3, Knight C3. And he'd smoke me without looking at the board. That's how good the best chess players in the world are. Yeah, it's insanity. Yeah. But I do think it's a good basis for life. There's certainly a lot of lessons in chess. There's certainly a lot you can attribute to chess from everyday life to the chessboard. And I think it's a good grounding mechanism. I enjoy to sit down for a good couple hours, win some games, lose some games. Right. It's something I personally enjoy. So, yeah.
Can you tell us some of those life lessons that you learned from playing chess with your father and applying it into real life?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll give you my favorite one first.
Yeah. Please do.
My favorite one is the difference between the king and the queen. Right? Because the king moves one square at a time, and the queen can just zip across the board. Right? So you're here in Miami, you're partying in Miami. They got all these parties right now. It's Art Basel, blah, blah, blah. You see all these chicks on a boat. For the man to get on that boat, it's one square at a time, right? He has to get a good job. He has to get his taxes right. He has to find a way to leverage credit. He has to meet the guy who sells the boats. He has to go through all this shit stage by stage by stage to finally pull off being on that yacht and having that yacht at the age of 56. A chick, what does she need? Lip fillers? Boom. Zip. On. She gets straight on. That's the difference between the king and the queen. But although the king is slower than the queen, he's the most important piece, right? The king can't die. The queen can die. The queen, sometimes you can be looking at a position and go, this is fucked up. The only way out of this is to sacrifice that bitch. Sometimes you can do it. I'll tell you a very quick story. This is a story I've never told before. When I was, how old was I? 23? When I was 23, I was dating a ballerina. She was the prima ballerina of the Cambridge Ballet School in England. And I had no money. I was a fighter, but I was coming up. I didn't really have any money. And she lived far away, like an hour and a half away, but she used to come see me, and we were good for like a year and a half. I loved this girl. Yeah. And she finished ballet school. She started dancing in clubs in London. She couldn't get any ballet work. So surprise, surprise. Who fucking wants ballet work, right? So she ends up doing like dancing and not stripping, but like dancing in the club, da-da. So now she's around all the London money every day. She's out dancing all the time. She's up late every night. She doesn't want to drive an hour and a half to come see me. None of this shit. So we're kind of falling apart a little bit. And she ended up talking to someone famous, David Hay. I don't know who he is, he's a boxer. So David Hay starts texting this bitch, right? Back and forth today. So anyway, when I finally saw her again, she was like, we had an argument. She's like, well, you know what? You think you're a fighter, this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. I'm like, look, if you're going to go fuck idiots, at least do it for money. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, if you're going to go fuck idiots, at least get paid because they don't give a fuck about you. Like, if you're going to play this game, at least do it for money.
Right.
So I had this argument with her back and forth, and I explained to her that these men are just going to use you. If you're going to do it, at least get paid. And when she left the house, Tristan said, why are you telling her to fuck other dudes? I'm like, no, I'm just understanding that in my chess position, I've lost this game.
Right.
The game is done now.
Pause it there real quick. It's only a couple of seconds left. You hear what he said, right? Especially Derek. You understand certain things you've lost, bro. Still got to make the best move. A lot of times we get hurt. We hurt ourselves again, like my mom has said. Like I keep telling y'all, just giving y'all my mom's advice to me, and it's some real shit. Half of what we go through is self-inflicted. So when these losses happen, you got to learn what to let go of. Not saying not to go through the grieving process, any of that stuff, but you can't keep carrying that with you on your back. You got to realize when you're at a loss, even after that loss, what's your next move? We're in this free agency space in the NBA, right? Pivot to basketball real quick. Some teams they lost. They didn't win the championship. They got bounced from the playoff early. They didn't make the playoffs. It sucks. We lost. We suck this season. What's our next best move? What players can we get in free agency? What salary cap can we cap space can we clean up? There's always a next best move. I know these three guys on the screen are some of the internet's most hated for various reasons. Is what it is. Chew the meat, spit out the bones. That is something that I can honestly say I learned from Andrew Tate, is there's always a best move. I didn't think of it like that. So thanks, Andrew, if you see this. Baldhead Brothers Unite. Salute to him for that. But you got to realize when you lost, hold that L, make the next best move. Chess is going to help you realize that, because you can just make a move. Make the best move fucking possible. If not, create one. Let these last few seconds run out.
Just sooner or later, she's out. All we do is argue. She's in the club every night. I'm just trying to say, before she leaves, maybe I can get a little bit of money.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the queen sacrifice, right?
Right.
We broke up 3 months later. I don't know if she fucked him or not, or who she fucked. I don't know. I never spoke to her since. But that's kind of the analogy you have to be able to apply to life. Sometimes chicks got to go.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to go to save the king. And too many dudes, most of the time, men truly lose at life. It's because they've attached themselves to a queen and they won't let her up. They won't sacrifice her.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Tears with a tears, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that and Andrew Tate's analogy. I want to bring this up again, son Moses. So he has a program. He says, I'm running the program through my business, teaching young boys gardening. Nephew, never ever forget us. Oh, I love that. Nephew. I just realized what that said.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Son Moses, do me a favor, bro. If you can't get to it tonight, cool. But do me a favor. Go to my channel, my about section, and email me the information for your business or any information that you have for Nephew. Shoot that to me. And that's any of y'all. If y'all are out there doing positive stuff, whether it's in the community or you got your own business, shoot me the information. I'm going to try to plug it up on here. I haven't started charges for that shit. So get in early because the price of brick may go up. This is still a business. Love y'all. Ain't shit you can do about it. But y'all know this is a business. Y'all been around YouTube long enough. But do that now, though. Seriously, son Moses. Shoot that to me because I do want to plug y'all shit. Y'all been rocking with me. Y'all helped me get to 1,000. You're helping me get monetized just by watching this right now and liking that. Let me see where I'm at on likes. Matter of fact, before I start bragging on y'all. Okay, 18 people watching, 16 likes. I can deal with that. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button for me. I love seeing my little emoji widget pop up. Let me know when you subscribe. But hit that subscribe button for me and the like button. But y'all have been rocking with me, man. So throwing y'all a bone or just presenting this shit out and, giving y'all some free advertisement, I don't mind doing that shit. That shit ain't gonna hurt. it's for me, it's like the like button. Because I'm good as far as financially and my job, like I'm good. But I do want to grow this on YouTube. But as I get into the business, I can start charging later. But right now, man, I got y'all. Get in early. I want to plug y'all. So salute to you again for having nephew, son Moses. Never ever forget us. Salute for that. Logic and Reason says, yep, some people are quick to project their shit on young boys and simultaneously saying the girls of the same age are already geniuses.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Logic, I don't know how old you are, but I know as an 80s baby growing up in the 80s baby in the 80s era when feminism really started taking hold, we were already getting told the girls were whatever boys can do, girls could do better. That was the mantra the entire time I was in school. Logic and Reason says you're right about teaching them. Just teach them, man. Teach them. That's it. Eric says I play Sudoku, but I'm just ain't good at it. I'm not a numbers guy. I'm more of a words guy. So that's why I kind of stayed away from it as well. But I do want to challenge myself as time goes on. Just not right now. I'm really trying to get this chess game down. Oh, Derek says I didn't know that. How can I find out my skill number? I'll show you. It's automatic on the chess.com app after you play so many games and you win so many, lose so many, and it can go up and down. But once you find your sweet spot, you'll know consistently what you are, but it does it automatically for you. Outside of that, I really don't know how the ratings go. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, Logic says that's great to hear about my daughter. Yeah, that was dope for me. Like when she got into school and they were like, yeah, she's reading on like first grade level, like trying to put her in Head Start. And the teacher could do it too, because again, she had worked at school, so she was like, yeah, this girl was already reading on her. By the end of the year that she was there with her in daycare, in kindercare, shout out to them. About that year, spending that time with that older lady, by the end of the year, she was like, I didn't give her no official test, but I'm telling you, she can read on the first grade level. And she was 3. So I was kind of proud. Well, I was super proud of her, but I was kind of proud of myself. Like, damn, I'm paying for this damn daycare, and I actually got something out of it. They ain't just sitting around here playing with Legos and eating juice and cookies and shit all day. Let me see. Malika says parents definitely can teach and improve on their children's skill sets, but the parents need to be unselfish, focused, and not lazy. Lazy parents create failure children.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
For real. It's a lot of times, again, something else my mom taught me. She was like, a lot of people are going through it with their kids right now. The kids don't do shit because the parents don't want to do shit. You know why the kids ain't playing sports? Because the parents don't want to take their ass to practice. If your child is doing something, that means your ass got to do something, parent. But we ain't going to get on that tonight. Quiet Storm, fair use. Appreciate it. Quiet Storm says YouTube hates Chop G. They do. I promise you, I played one of his videos before my shit just started fucking up. Had a flawless stream. Malika says, excellent analogy. Wait for the fresh one. Because I even forgot about that. I remember there was some dope chess scenes. But going back, man, I promise you, I had it on like when I was getting ready for the show. I had this scene that I'm getting ready to play for y'all from Fresh. I got one more Andrew Tate, and then we're going to get into the Fresh. But I had that Fresh scene on a loop, like a 20-minute loop, man, because I forgot how dope that movie was, man. Shame on me for that, but especially that scene. Michael Fleming says, Derek, I understand, bro, but he's always there, bro, alone in the mental or the physical, but never spirit. I think you and Derek or just bonding and building, bro. And that's what the fuck this channel is here for. Y'all know I talk my fair share of shit. Y'all know y'all have seen Toothpick Kofa in full motherfucking effect. But Derek's comment earlier is why I do this shit. So Derek, if you don't mind, bro, I'm probably gonna clip it and use it as a short video some point during this week, because I'm dead ass serious. That comment you made, that's why I do this shit, bro. Where is it? Quiet Storm says, look at that damn super chat comment. Shaking my damn head. Super chat. I got a super chat? I can't tell because I don't have it up. I'm like, how I get a super chat? I'm not monetized, am I? Or did I miss something? I might be slow right now. You might be alluding to something else, Quiet Storm. Let me see. Eric says, well, don't be ashamed. My son and my daughter beat me at chess as well, but they can't beat me at dom. Bruh, how your kids beating you, man? You got to get better at chess, dog. Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's see. So Mo says, thanks for the advice. Yep. Yes, sir, man. Shoot that to me. We can take it. For those that don't know, if you want to contact me, I need to put it up on the screen. But if it's growthtalk.podcast at Gmail. That's simple. growthtalk.podcast at Gmail. But you can always go to my about section on my channel. Just scroll down and you'll see the email. Let me keep rolling. Scrolling. All right, cool. You motherfucker. You diabolical fiend.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Look, this man know how to get my damn goat. Salute to you, DG. Y'all want to see Kofa get mad? Tell him Kobe sucked.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Boy, y'all ain't shit. But I fuck with y'all heavy, man. Oh, Kofa, the super chat on the Andrew Tate. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. Clutch and Stick in the building. I'm not sure if I've seen you here before. He said, we are resonating. I was just explaining to an Asian female that black men need to master life like chess.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
It's the first time I see you hop in the chat, Clutch and Stick, but I appreciate you being in here, brother. Only rule I got, hit the like button when you come in. I hope you did so, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well. Let's see. Derek says, I appreciate you, Kobe, bro. I appreciate you, man. Salute, seriously. Let's keep going. One more quick Andrew Tate video. I think I played this one the other night. This is about him talking about, the Bruce Lee, the greatest movie scene. And I watched Enter the Dragon today, and between this and Fresh, I like Andrew's on to a point right here. He really is. But let's get into it. This one's real quick, y'all.
Coolest scene in any movie is? No, that's actually a question. I'm not just gonna tell you. Well, Power Rangers, I think it's Batman movie and Marvel Comics. Losers. Thanos. Geeks. Thanos. Best scene any movie ever is Enter the Dragon.
Undisputed martial arts champion Bruce Lee.
And on his way out, runs into a room and the door closes. He tries to get out, the other door closes. And he's stuck. And he instantly just sits down and chills. I'm trapped now, so the best thing I can do is just relax. No point in kicking the door, it's solid steel. No point in panicking. Then when the door eventually opens, at least I'm energized. Better than being tired. Making the best move on the chessboard, regardless of how losing your position is a life philosophy that most will never understand. Sometimes you look at your position on the board and you're fucked. Regardless of how fucked you are, there is still a best move.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Regardless of how fucked you are, there is still a best move. Let's see. Mo says Tate was talking about codependency. Even a broke clock is right twice a day. Look, he didn't have it at the time, Mo. But guess what? He still cut her ass loose. And look where he's at versus whatever millionaire dick that girl done took on a yacht, and we don't know who the fuck she is. Clutch and Stick says, I subscribed when Dr. Johnson put the link to your channel less than a week ago.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Okay, that was that last video. Brother, I appreciate you being in here, man. Salute to Dr. T. Hassan again. Brother, you have helped me out more than you know, man. I owe you a cigar and some beef ribs, brother, if you see this. So shout out to Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, man. Let's keep going. He was in Lord, y'all talking about Bruce Lee now. But yeah, that was a great scene because he was trapped. He done kicked everybody's ass. Then they got him. They got where my shit at?
Got him. We fucking got him.
So the bad guys had got Bruce Lee, and he just sat there and chilled. Now, those that have seen Enter the Dragon, hopefully so, because again, I am a nerd. I love my kung fu. I watched that and the Chinese Connection, aka Fist of Fury, today. But in that particular scene that Andrew Tate was talking about, he was talking about the level of peace and calm and strategy that Bruce Lee was sitting in there coming up with. Sometimes you're completely fucked. What is the best move? And you might surprise yourself. It's been times I've been screwed in a game. I was supposed to lose. I made the best move I could at the time, and it opened up like 3, 4, 5 other options. When y'all go watch that that little mini documentary on Netflix under the Explained documentary, just find that episode. I forgot which one it was, but when you find it, they break down the total numbers of all the chess possibilities. It's well into the thousands. I want to say it's in the millions, if I'm going to be honest. It's well into like, it's up there. It's up there. Hundreds of thousands at least. Different damn moves you can make in different situations. It is absolutely crazy. Let's see. Appreciate that. Appreciate that logic. Oh, y'all still talking Bruce Lee. That's still that dude. All right. Last video of the night, y'all. Damn. I was going to say we weren't on here that long, but it has been an hour and a half. But y'all still in here with me. I appreciate y'all still rocking with me. Jason Williams not in here, so I didn't say the catchphrase when you see the playback, Jason Williams. I didn't say that we weren't going to be on here a long time. I just went right into the video. And as you can see, we're not going to be on here a long time because guess what? I'm getting ready to play this last video, get my outro, and then we're going to roll, y'all. Let's see. Because I'm probably going to do part 2 of this and actually have people come up that like to play chess and just share our stories. I think I'll do that. There's going to be a part 2. I'm making the decision now. There's going to be a part 2 to this. Of course, I'll put it out, let y'all know, but I hope y'all are willing to come up and tell your, a personal story where you can liken it to your moves on the chessboard. There games that'll be for you, bro. That'll be for you. Come in. I mean, we don't got to hone in and focus on you, and you don't got to get it all out, but just drop a story on how you move or why you move again on the chessboard because of how you're moving and the things you went through in life. I think that'll personally be dope. That one I'll probably be outside with a cigar and we'll just have a conversation. But let's get into this last video. For those who haven't seen the movie Fresh, I believe it's on Netflix now. I think it's on Netflix as well. It's on some streaming platform. Please go watch this movie. If you have not seen it, if it's been a while since you've seen it, go back and look at the strategy that this young man used because of what he learned on the chessboard. Let's go. And again, I had to take the movie clip, so I had to do the magic thing. So you got a couple of stills as the movie. You can slightly see the movie playing behind it, but y'all get the picture.
You're hoarding. You're playing each piece like losing it hurts.
This is one of Samuel Jackson's best performances, and he wasn't even in the movie completely all the way through. He wasn't a big staple in there, but he was a major staple, I say. He wasn't a big part of the movie as far as characters, but when he showed up, he showed up. So he's the father, that's the son, for those that don't know. But I'm going to let it run. Put your listening ears on, listen to the audio, and I tried to capture some stills that gave you the emotion of what the scene was conveying as the scene was actually going. But let's go. I'm going to start it over.
You're hoarding. You're playing each piece like losing it hurts. This ain't checkers. You want my king. You got to come get my king. All these other pieces are just a means to do it. Every time you make a good run at me, I just threaten your queen and back you go. You're treating her like she's the last lady on earth. Your queen is just a pawn with a lot of fancy moves, nothing more. When you see you playing a man who feels naked without his lady, use her. Jump in there and take her. tease him, threaten him, and he won't be able to think about his game anymore. That's when you make your real move. It's good. It's better. You like that horse, don't you? You like his crazy jumps all over the board. You think he's your friend. You hate to lose him almost as much as you hate to lose that lady. Well, he is your friend, boy. They all are. But you're going to have to use him just like you use the other. If he falls by the wayside, well, that's just life's little game, ain't it? And until you come ready to play a game, you'll never beat her at it.
Check. Check.
Check. Mate and 6. You want to suffer through it? It's the first time you ever checked me.
All right, I'm going to run it back and get a commentary. Again, a little 2 minutes, and then we're going to get ready to wrap. I am going to show y'all the chess.com, though.
You're hoarding. You're playing each piece like losing it hurts. This ain't checkers. You want my king. You got to come get my king.
Again, point that out. The king is the most important piece, gentlemen. Brother, you matter. I'm not just making up shit. I didn't just come up with a catchphrase just to say the shit. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Because sometimes that king does have to move, but that's why he can see the whole board, see what's going on, and he moves one space at a time. It's very methodical. It's for a reason. But when you're playing chess, you got to go for the king. Like the saying goes, if you come for the king, you best not miss. So you got to hold your position, be able to make those moves, be able to use the right, not just people, but skill sets around you. You have different skill sets. You might have one that's a pawn. You might have one that's a bishop. You might have, a friend that's a rook, that's on the straight and narrow. Again, we'll break down the pieces another time. But I'm just giving you what I've learned, and I'm not even that good at chess, so I can imagine how these grandmasters think and move in real fucking life. But again, the king is the most important piece on the board, and he told him he was hoarding. He kept everybody together. He didn't want to lose his pieces. It's kind of what we spoke about earlier with Derek. But let's keep on cooking. I'll stop it again.
All these other pieces are just a means to do it. Every time you make a good run at me, I just threaten your queen and back you go. You're treating her like she's the last lady on earth. Your queen is just a pawn with a lot of fancy moves, nothing more. When you see you playing a man who feels naked without his lady, use her. Jump in there and take her. Tease her, threaten her, and he won't be able to think about his game anymore. That's when you make your real move.
Again, I think we beat this into the ground tonight. I've said it. Tater said it. You just heard it in a film from Samuel. So if you don't listen to nobody else, listen to Samuel. The queen has a bunch of fancy moves. She's a fancy pawn. You got to be able to use her. She is a helpmate. This is the trouble we're running into in a lot of these relationship conversations and stuff. Use her for what you need her for. And if you have to sacrifice her, if you have to let her go, then let her go. It's that simple.
It's good. It's better. You like that horse, don't you? You like his crazy jumps all over the board. You think he's your friend. You hate to lose him almost as much as you hate to lose that lady. Well, he is your friend, boy. They all are. But you're going to have to use him just like you use the other. If he falls by the wayside, well, that's just life's little game, ain't it?
And see the way he's teaching them, he's talking about like, hey, bro, these are all your friends. Like I was telling my daughter, the older you get, I started telling her about probably about 9th, 10th grade. When you start getting closer to being grown, a lot of your friends are going to start getting pregnant. A lot of them are going to start leaving for the military. Somebody going to leave for college. Somebody going to be stuck right there in fucking Alabama not doing shit. What group do you want to set yourself aside from and be in? They're your friends, but if they're not helping you achieve your goal, then you're going to have to just let them go or start using them a certain way. I didn't realize I was teaching her chess at the time because I didn't know how to play. But again, just having some foresight, forethought, having just been a teenager and lived. We know that's the cycle. Somebody going off to the military, somebody doing this, whatever the next step going into adulthood is. So I was telling her that just the same way Samuel's telling Fresh. All these guys are your friends. You got to know when to use them and when to lose them. Somebody's going to separate from you. You got to be able to separate from them. Because guess what? If it comes down to you being sacrificed of them, they get your ass up in a heartbeat. Let's keep on going.
Till you come ready to play a game, you'll never beat her ass.
Check. Check.
You see the confidence, the seriousness on this young lion's face. He knew he had him. He done had him in check. Listen what happens next.
Check. Mate in 6.
Check. Mate in 6. He made a move. He checked Fresh's king, Samuel's character. Checked Fresh's king. And then he told him, I'm going to checkmate you in 6 more moves. That's what it means for those that don't know chess lingo. Mate in 6 means I already saw that I got 6 moves and you getting ready to lose. And that's when he asked him, do you want to suffer through that?
You want to suffer through it?
When you resign in chess, you lay down the king. So that's the snippet, the little part that I took right there. When he asked him, hey, mate in 6, you want to suffer through it? Like, you really want to go through this agony? Because I'm finna give it to you. And that's the difference between listening to your OGs as well. This was just a great fucking scene, so simple, but yet so profound.
First time you ever checked me?
Look at the pride on Samuel's face as his boy's father. Look at his pride. This is the first time you checked me. Damn, you are listening. Oh, shit. Bring it back on me. Yes, y'all. I hope y'all really did enjoy this live, man. Let's see. Let me see. Get to y'all comments. Yeah, Malaki, that was a great scene, man. It really was. It really, really was. Clutch and Stick says the art of war is a vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Sun Tzu, the art of war.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Y'all want me to start reviewing a couple of books too? I have been thinking about that as well. Just if we're gonna have this, men's building space back here. I got a book back there. Oh shit. Dressing the Man, and then of course, get my thumb right. Bam, Kobe, the Mamba mentality. But I do have the Art of War. Thank you for that, Clutch Stick. That is a great quote. So if y'all want me to start reviewing books, and we're not gonna do the full book, just little parts that I guess I deem as important is my channel. So things that I think are important, or things that y'all may think is important. I told y'all want to hit me with ideas, email them to me. I promise you I'll consider them, chop them up. I might have to combine them, but I'm willing to hear y'all. Shoot me y'all stuff, man. Shoot me your story if you want me to share it here. You don't want to come on camera. You can't make it for a live one day. Share your story. I promise you I'll remix the shit out of it. As far as names, won't nobody ever know it's you. But share y'all stories with me, man. Share your ideas with me. If you're going to start your own channel, we can, I'll throw you some free advice on how the fuck I got here so far. But again, it's been over a year. It took me a year to get 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if I'm the best person to come to, but again, I'm willing to have the conversation and listen to y'all. Let's see. Hell, Kel says about 2 years ago, I sacrificed the fuck out of 2 toxic queens.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Your king is everything. The queen is a means to an end.
You go, girl!
Read that again. Your king is everything. The queen is a means to an end. Thank you for that, Auntie. Let me see. Derek says, by a freak move, I checkmate someone in 3 moves. Since then, I play the same way. Don't get bogged down. Don't forget number 11, Derek. Don't get so caught up in your feelings, because I know when you checkmate that person in 3, I know that feeling that shot through you, bro. You might as well jumped off a damn building, because at that moment, you knew you could fucking fly. You knew you could walk on water. Trust me, I've done it too. Made a couple of moves, but like, oh shit, I won. And it was against somebody that was better than me, but they got overconfident. They got emotional. They got over emotional because they got overconfident and let my novice newbie ass beat them in like 4 or 5 fucking moves, and you couldn't tell me shit. I promise you, Derek, I did the same thing. I started playing the same way. I used the same opening. And once he caught on by the second time, he proceeded to kick my ass again. So trust me, bro, I know how you feel. You got to be able to switch it up, change your strategy. This chess.com app I'm about to show you that you can download on your phone, that helped me out a lot too, because it gives little just basic fucking lessons. Now let's see. Yes, sir, Derek. No problem, bro. Some Mo said need a chess piece breakdown, brother. Cool. I might come on and just, I don't know. I'll come on one day. It'll be up. It probably won't be a full live. It'll just be something basic again, because I'm not the best at it, but I do want to have that conversation the same way. I can teach you how the pieces move. I can do that. I'm still learning strategies and stuff myself, but I can teach you how the pieces move. And again, I'm going to give you some basic information tonight before we cut out of here. Salute, Eric. Appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all follow those quotes by Clutch Stick dropping in there. Yeah, fit the lead. Real OGs with resumes and receipts. Over here, Clutch, we call it work ethic. Just simple as that. Do you do the work? Knock that shit out. Get it done. Even if it's a bad result, you learn something. Go back and fix it. So shout out to you for these quotes, brother. Derek says he enjoyed it. Eric said he learned a lot. Sean says my ex used to talk shit and whip ass on that board. I'm still trying to learn the game. You was with that man for 30 years and your ass ain't learned how to play, Sean. Shame on both of you. Y'all up on that Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill? Yeah, that was one of my homeboys I got cool with. Matter of fact, the guy that taught me how to play chess. Shout out to Ty. Sometimes he's in the chat, but shout out to him. When me and him met, we were kind of having different conversations. Slightly different path, but kind of same path. I was still on my like wokey woke shit, so I forgot what I was reading at the time. But he mentioned that Think and Grow Rich, so I had to go get it. I got the workbook. I got to sit down and actually go through it. When I make this military move, I'm probably gonna have more time to read and just really lock in. Sean says, Kofi, you may not be the right guy, but you're the guy. Understand? I do, Auntie.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that too. I forgot you was a whole mama and had a job and shit. My bad, Auntie. Man, Auntie Sean says, man, I was too busy chasing his kids around to learn shit. Respect. My fault, Auntie. I forgot. But let me bring this up real quick. I'm going to share the screen. We're going to get out of here. Y'all do make sure y'all go back and try to watch Fresh, man. It's dope. It really is. Now, this might slow down because I am opening up Google Chrome. I don't know why Google Chrome and this particular software doesn't play right all the time. Let me see how it looks. I think we all right. Y'all give me 1 second. Oh, bam. There we go. Let me get over here real quick. Where is... Oh, there we go. My screen share. Bam. All right. Let me shrink myself. Move out the way, thing. All right. And 200 isn't good. I'm not talking shit. But yeah. The dope thing about this You can see here, you can play online. Once you download it, like I said, you can log in, sign up with your email. You can play the computer. It's a couple of computers. There are different scores and stuff like that. Different difficulty levels. And once you've lost a game, won a game, it'll ask you things like, do you want to get better? Do you want to learn a skill set? Of course, it's a business. They got to make money. So I forgot how much the subscription is a month to learn, but it'll give you puzzles to solve. You get so many free puzzles a day. Take chess lessons. There you go. If you're serious about it, why not spend a couple of dollars? I really don't think it's that much to hop on here. I've never seen this. I guess this chess today is probably some articles. It's good to read about it. But nothing's like playing. Nothing's like that experience. This is the thing I like playing online. Once you're on here, you can go on and play people from all over the world. Literally, I played people from Israel. They play different from the people in France, in the UK. Played somebody, I want to say, in Nigeria, or no, I think they were in South Africa somewhere. So you can literally go on there. You have your little profile. It's just like social media. You're just playing chess. Sometimes you can go down in the chat, and me and this dude, we weren't talking shit. We was talking shit like in a fun way. Like, damn, I messed that up. Oh man, I missed that move. Oh, you didn't see that one coming, did you? That type of shit. And that guy was from like Yugoslavia or some shit like that, but he spoke English, or he was using a translator. Either way, when he was chatting with me in there, then he was able to convert it to English or whatever. It was enough where we could talk shit. But yeah, come to chess.com. You'll learn how to play. You can play the computer, play your friends, send invites to, invite people to come learn how to play people from all over the world. So wanted to bring this up real quick. I'm going to show you on my phone though. Chess movies. So this Critical Thinking is on Netflix. I haven't watched that one yet. Searching for Bobby Fischer. That was an old school movie back in, that was 93. Okay. Haven't watched that one. It's a couple of things. Life of a King. I haven't watched that one. That one looks kind of good though. Damn, I need to watch it. I know another one is The Queen of Katwe. There we go, right there with Lupita. There you go again, fresh, right there. Let me see what else. Ones that I'm familiar with. The Queen's Gambit, that was a Netflix original. Some of these I'm not familiar with. Some of these look like action movies. They probably just have like different chess lessons in them though. Kind of like Fresh, but yeah, The Queen of Katwe revolves around it. I believe Critical Thinking does as well. I haven't seen this. I don't know what a lot of these movies are. So the main ones I was going to tell y'all about were, of course, The Queen of Katwe, Fresh, Critical Thinking, which I still have to watch myself, and Searching for Bobby Fischer. It's an old one. I think he was like a child prodigy. Yeah, man. There's a host of them out there. Let me bring it back on me real quick. But matter of fact, let me do this. Go ahead and damn, did I close it? No. Still got it. Let me do this. I'm just drop the chess.com link in the app. I'm about to show y'all, Derek. Hold on, let me get out of this real quick. Bring up my chess app. Where am I at? Bam, bam. Close that out real quick. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me bring it back in. Had to minimize something. I had my YouTube up. Go to mine. So this is mine. I don't know how good y'all can see it. Is it blurry? I'm just gonna have to drop it in the chat. Yeah, let me drop it in the chat. So my name on here is Demigod Kofa on my chess app. And right now I am, what is my number right now? So I played somebody last night that's ranked at a 1675, basically. So that's his ranking score. It's somebody else. I was playing there in 1198, and he's been kicking my ass. This guy at work. Got a funny story real quick. Let me see. I don't know what the fuck my ranking is. I can't see it. I was trying to show you that, Derek. Not necessarily ranking, but my actual, I don't even know what it's actually called. My score. I think I was hovering around 800 last time. Yeah, I'm at 843. Oh shit, I wasn't trying to make that move. Damn it, y'all got me opening this app playing some damn body. Yeah, look me up, man. Go on chess.com. Y'all make sure y'all sign up. I really hope y'all enjoyed tonight's program. One of the things that really put me on it and had me focusing on it, chess a little bit harder. I played this cat at work and we were going at it. He kicked my ass the first time out, man. I shook that shit off, went right back at him. We was playing, had pressure on his neck, right? I really putting pressure on him. Guess what? Number 11, I got emotional. Because after the game, I'm going to tell you what happened. Y'all can probably guess it. After the game, he was like, man, you had me. We was at work, but we was playing while bullshitting at work. So at lunch, he was like, man, you had me. Like, you know what happened, right? He said, you know when you started fucking up. I was like, what? When I took your bitch. He got my queen.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
He had got my queen, and he right. I had to stop for a second. That's when I started making mistakes. That's when I started scrambling. He looked me dead in my face like, you started fucking up when I took your bitch. Real life. Chess, black men, start moving in life like you play chess. Learn how to play chess. You saw a couple people in the chat talking about how they moved in life, or how they played on the chessboard. It was how they were moving in life. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. The fact that you're aware that it is a thing is a positive in my book, because you've learned how to play the game of chess. So now you got to learn how to play the game of life, learn how to play the game of chess better, learn how to play the game of life better. They interact with each other. They really do. So I really hope y'all download that chess.com app, man. I'm looking for at least those that are in here. Shoot me about 3 or 4 requests tomorrow. Again, it's in the chat. Demigod_Kofa. Not hard to find on there. I got on a red Adidas jacket. Y'all will see me on my profile picture. So hit me up, man. I really hope y'all enjoyed this tonight as much as I did. I know chess isn't the most exciting, like Mo was saying. I promise you, Mo, once you get into it, you see how people started. Like, we almost had an emotional moment with Derek, man. And Michael Fleming, man, salute to you, brothers. Salute to everybody being in here. Malika, I appreciate you hopping in here, giving wisdom as always. Clutch and Stick, I appreciate you coming in here, man, dropping those jewels of Sun Tzu and those other quotes. Thank you all to everybody. Not sure what we're going to talk about Thursday. I'm probably going to pivot back to these ratchet ass heifers, because I got a feeling in the pit of my stomach there's going to be more ratchetness. Matter of fact, I saw some earlier. So yeah, somehow, some way, I'm going to be able to get back on these brawls next Thursday. So you probably get a rant on me on Thursday. So I appreciate everybody being in here. Good night to everybody. Y'all make sure y'all be safe. Stay out the way. Like I say, man, stay safe. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Stay out the way, man. Seriously, the summer's still here. These crazy ass kids still running wild. If you're catching this late, go back and watch the replay. We learned 15 things on how to apply what you know in chess to real life. We heard some from Andrew Tate. Went back to an old school video with Fresh. The key takeaways that I want y'all to leave with. Again, number 11, don't get overly emotional. That includes being extra happy, making poor decisions out of joy. When you feel good, you make poor decisions too sometimes. So don't be overly emotional. And please, brothers, understand, you can lose the queen and you can still win the game. It's not the ideal, but it's doable, especially if she's not doing her job. She's a helpmate. That's what she's there for. So if she's in a bad position, sacrifice that motherfucker. Her ass can go. As always, you matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. We're going to circle back around to part 2. Don't worry, man. I appreciate y'all being in here tonight. Y'all know what I'm finna go do. Light up that cigar. Love y'all. Ain't shit you can do about it. Peace.